Have you heard the news yet? Starting this Monday, new rules affecting thousands of Australian seniors are set to take effect, and many pensioners still don't know exactly what these changes mean for their payments, benefits, and daily life. If you or someone in your family receives support through programs managed by Services Australia or payments connected to Centrelink, this update is something you cannot afford to ignore. Because while some of these changes may seem small at first, they could influence how pension payments are assessed, how benefits are reported, and what seniors need to do to stay compliant. And the most important thing to remember is that once these rules begin, the responsibility falls on pensioners to understand them and follow the new requirements. So today, we're breaking everything down clearly so you know exactly what's changing, why it matters, and what steps you should take right now before Monday arrives. And if this is your first time here, welcome to Centrelink Compass AU, the channel dedicated to helping Australian seniors stay informed about pensions, benefits, and important government updates. Let's start with the biggest reason this announcement is getting so much attention across the country. The government has confirmed that several updates related to payment verification, reporting expectations, and benefit monitoring will begin rolling out nationwide starting Monday. These adjustments are designed to improve how pension eligibility and entitlements are managed within the systems operated by Services Australia. For many seniors, this won't require major action immediately. However, for others, especially those whose financial circumstances change throughout the year, these rules could affect how payments are reviewed and maintained. That's why understanding the details now can help avoid unnecessary stress or confusion later. First, let's talk about reporting and information updates. Under the new framework, pensioners may be expected to keep their personal and financial information more regularly updated in their records. This includes details such as income sources, changes to living arrangements, and other financial factors that could influence pension eligibility. This doesn't mean every pensioner will suddenly have to report new information every week, but it does mean the system is becoming more precise, and updates to your circumstances may be assessed more closely than before. For example, if a pensioner begins receiving additional income from part-time work, rental arrangements, or investments, that information may need to be reflected in their records sooner rather than later. This helps ensure payments remain accurate and aligned with eligibility rules under programs like the age pension. Now, it's important to clarify something here. These changes are not about removing support for seniors who depend on their pension. In fact, the age pension continues to be one of the most important financial support systems for retirees across Australia. But the government is aiming to strengthen the accuracy and fairness of how payments are delivered. Another important aspect involves digital services. Many seniors already use the online platforms connected to Services Australia, including the widely used MyGov portal. Through this system, pensioners can check payment details, update personal information, and communicate with Centrelink. Under the new rules starting Monday, digital access is expected to play an even larger role in how seniors manage their benefit information. For those who are comfortable using online services, this may make things easier. Updates can be submitted quickly, payment histories can be viewed instantly, and notifications can arrive without waiting for traditional mail. However, the government has also confirmed that seniors who prefer in-person or phone assistance will still have access to support through Services Australia offices and helplines. So while the system is becoming more digital, assistance will still remain available. Another area many pensioners are asking about is payment monitoring. Starting Monday, reviews designed to ensure payment accuracy may become more streamlined. This means that if the system detects changes that could affect eligibility, pensioners may receive notifications asking them to confirm or update their information. In most cases, this is simply a verification process to make sure records remain correct, but it's very important not to ignore these notifications if they appear. Responding promptly helps avoid interruptions or delays to payments. For example, If a review request asks you to confirm your income details or living arrangements, providing that information quickly ensures your pension continues without unnecessary issues. Now let's talk about another topic that many seniors are concerned about: compliance and communication. Under the updated approach, communication between Services Australia and pensioners may increasingly happen through digital messages or notifications. That means keeping your contact information current is more important than ever. If your phone number, address, or email changes, updating those details in your records helps ensure you receive any important notices about your payments. Missing a notification simply because outdated contact details were on file could create unnecessary complications. And the goal of these changes is actually the opposite. The aim is to make the system clearer and more responsive for seniors across the country. Another thing worth mentioning is that these updates are part of broader improvements to the way government support systems operate in Australia. Programs administered through Services Australia assist millions of Australians every year, including retirees, carers, and people receiving various forms of financial assistance. Updating the systems and processes behind these payments helps ensure they remain sustainable and accurate in the long term. Still, for many pensioners, the biggest question is simple: will my payments change? For the majority of seniors receiving the age pension, the answer is no immediate change. Payment rates themselves are reviewed periodically under separate processes that consider inflation and cost of living adjustments. Those regular adjustments remain part of the pension system and are not directly tied to the administrative rule changes beginning Monday. However, the way eligibility details are reviewed and maintained could become more structured under the new approach. That's why staying informed is so important, because even small administrative updates can sometimes lead to confusion if pensioners aren't aware of what's expected. Now let's discuss what you should do before Monday arrives. The first step is simply checking that your information is up to date. If you use the MyGov portal, logging in and reviewing your profile details can be helpful. Make sure your contact information, income reporting details, and household circumstances are accurate. If you prefer to manage things offline, you can also contact Services Australia directly to confirm your records. The second step is paying attention to any messages or letters you may receive over the coming weeks. These communications are designed to keep pensioners informed about their records and any updates required. And responding promptly is the best way to avoid complications. The third step is staying informed about official announcements. Unfortunately, misinformation about pension changes often spreads quickly online, especially when new rules are introduced. That's why it's always best to rely on official sources, such as Services Australia or trusted information channels. And that's exactly why this channel exists. At Centrelink Compass AU, our goal is to help Australian seniors understand updates clearly, without confusing jargon or complicated explanations. Because knowing what's happening allows you to make confident decisions about your finances and benefits. Now let's address another common concern that many viewers have asked about recently. Some seniors worry that any new rules could mean tighter restrictions or unexpected reductions in support. But it's important to remember that the age pension remains a central part of Australia's retirement support system. The government continues to emphasize that its purpose is to provide financial assistance to eligible seniors who have reached retirement age. Administrative changes like the ones beginning Monday are primarily about improving how the system operates behind the scenes. Still, being proactive and informed helps ensure that nothing interrupts the support you rely on. As we move closer to Monday, awareness will be the most valuable tool for pensioners across the country. Take a few minutes to review your information, make sure your contact details are correct, and stay alert for any messages from Services Australia. These small steps can help prevent unnecessary stress later. And remember, millions of seniors navigate these systems successfully every year. You're not alone in this process. Before we wrap up, Let's quickly recap the key points you should remember. New administrative rules affecting how pension information is managed are scheduled to begin Monday. These updates are connected to systems operated by Services Australia and programs like the Age Pension. The changes focus on improving information accuracy, communication, and digital service access. Most pensioners will not see immediate payment changes, but keeping personal information updated is more important than ever. Checking your details through the MyGov portal or contacting Services Australia can help ensure everything remains accurate, and staying informed through reliable sources helps avoid confusion or misinformation. Now we'd love to hear from you. Are you currently receiving the Age Pension, or do you know someone who might be affected by these updates? Let us know in the comments below. Your experiences and questions help others in the community stay informed as well. And if you found this update helpful, make sure to subscribe to Centrelink Compass AU and turn on notifications so you never miss important news about pensions, Centrelink benefits, and senior support programs in Australia. Because when rules change, the best thing you can do is stay informed and prepared. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next update here on Centrelink Compass AU.